We in this. We back. Oh, I OMG. All right, it's your boy Tune. Greetings, hello, welcome. Hi, it's your boy Tune, Doctor of the Tunes, and you're now in for another episode of Tune TV Podcast. The Tune TV Podcast has returned. I'm back. I'm back in this bitch. Back like I never left. All right, so doing some quick announcements and whatnot. Why was I gone? I was gone because what's up? I was gone from my podcast because a couple things. I started school. I'm at SAE. I was in and out of a couple different groups. Shout out to the people who I was with. I want to still work with y'all. All that, things happen. Things didn't work out. Doing groups is hard. I'm gonna say that. Let's start that out, with that. How y'all deal with groups, how y'all be in groups, and how y'all be doing all that. I prefer a collective approach simply because also if you're watching here, you can also watch it on YouTube, also on Instagram, all that. Shout out to y'all. But I feel like being in groups is a difficult thing. It requires a lot of ego, a lot of balance, and a lot of managing of egos. Not everybody is really capable of doing. And this includes me. I'm easily slighted. I'm petty. I'm all that. And I feel like I'm the GOAT. So, you know what I'm saying? Why would I feel like I got to deal with other people in the group? Well, I'm the GOAT. This is ego talking. I have to deal with that. I have to deal with myself. And that is what I got to do. You feel me? Like everybody got their own stuff they got to deal with. Self-awareness is key. And that's where I'm at this point in the stage of my life. And I'm willing to admit that at this stage of my life, can I really commit to a whole group? Can I commit to a whole band? I don't know if I can do it. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I'm at. I'm back solo dolo. I'm gonna drop more singles coming in. The next single I'm dropping is going to be on my birthday, September 3rd. So keep out for that. And then I'm also kind of drop a whole bunch of other music. I'm trying to drop like 27 tapes because I'm about to turn 27. Your boy's old. I'm Unk now amongst people in my family and my friends. I'm Unk. So I got to try to do my best. We'll do what I can and put out what I can put out. That is what I'm trying to do. So can I put 27 tapes out in a year? We'll see. And I'm going to try to document the journey so y'all can see here. If you want to see me cook up stuff, you could watch me cook up stuff on my YouTube at Sluggle Squad Entertainment. And when I go for lives on 2TV Cook Up, that's when I'll be cooking up. And this is the podcast where I'm going to talk shit. Okay, so that's all out the way. We are talking about groups, ladies and gentlemen. And to start off, we have Lil Yachty crashing out in his group. But before we get into that, I would like to shout out to everybody who's dropping music. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to do my little drops to everybody who's doing it. There's a lot of great new music that has been coming out lately. I'm going to discuss beef, all that. We're going to get to that, but we got to start off with the tunes because I'm trying to be a music podcast, essentially. I'm making the attempt, you know what I mean? So we're going to start off with music that I like and enjoy, and then we're going to go on from there. All right, so to start off, I want to shout out all my local people. That's how I want to start off most of my podcasts. So if you do music, you have friends that do music, and you want me to shout them out, just give me a thing. I ain't going to do no pay to thing. It's if I like it. You know what I'm saying? If I like the shit, I'm actually going to shout it out. If I don't like it, yeah, go hear me promote it. And that's tough. But, I feel like that's more credible to me and my taste. And I feel like that's better for y'all, the audience, if I actually show y'all music that I actually like and listen to. And from people that I actually know and appreciate. So, we're going to start with there. Shout out to my homie, Bravo R. Lee. He's been on a run recently, been doing his thing. I like to shout him out as, a homie that, I know this under capacity, and, shout out everybody that I know. If I know y'all and I know you're doing cool, big things, I love to see it. You know what I'm saying? He just did a song out. It's called, what's it called? Waiting. And so, check him out. That's his Instagram. Check out his music. I'd appreciate it if you do. Shout out to everybody doing their thing. Another person want to give a shout out to is this guy called Percocet. But actually, I gotta hit him up and see like what his name is because he's been going through some name changes, and I want to do my due diligence with that. He's been dropping some cool music lately. He dropped this new song called True, and if you go to his link tree, it should pop up. Oh, see, it just went off. But yeah, it should be True. That's his new song. I like that song a lot. It's a cool song. Shout out to the homie. He been on the podcast before, friend of the show, Keontae Norm. He dropped some tapes. He dropped a song that, he dropped a tape. I produced that tape, and he also put out another tape. So, shout out to him and what he's doing. I appreciate him and his musical endeavors. Anybody who's putting out music from the heart that they really feel that they're, what I'm saying? You got shout out your people. That's my people. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to him. and that is from the music people I know. Now I want to go into some music people I don't know personally. You know what I'm saying? People that I like. Oh, wait. There's one more person. I lied. And that's my bad. All right. So one more person. She is a special artist, amazing voice, talent as a human. Her name is Samira Scorza. She has been putting out some great music lately. There's a video out with her. Missions I have to use her stuff, but she put out a music video. It's on YouTube. That is her profile. Check her out. She's great. She's a great singer, vocalist. She makes great music. She's excellent, and shout out to everything that she does. So moving forward with that. If you have other music you want me to shout out, let me know. I'm gonna review some music that in the year that I found enjoyable, in my opinion. So I'm gonna do that. Shout out to everybody who's putting out music, creating music, and is a creative who doesn't just go out of the way and make content. They really like also making music too. Because I feel like we're in an era nowadays where you're more famous for who you are instead of what you do. And the people that are still trying to be known for what they do, you know, I got to give congratulations to that, because not everybody's trying to do that. People would rather be a personality more than to do music. So I appreciate people that do that. I appreciate people that are still pushing music forward, still trying to do that. So let me see if I can find the list. Everybody got a different list of music that comes out. So let me see. This is through NFR, but they be hiding stuff sometimes. Like Kanye came out with Vultures 2. I like some of Vultures 2. Do I love all of Vultures 2? You know, shout out to the Kanye for doing Vultures 2. JPEG Mafia also dropped an album that I really appreciated. Shout out to him for doing his thing. Let me see if I can find more direct new music out. But let me know if you have music that you like for me to cover. I try to cover music from also the boom bap and the non-boom bap. I like try to cover music from all different walks of life. You know, I even want to cover more Afrobeat things and stuff that I appreciate and like and enjoy. So let me know the things that you like, and I'll try my best to cover in the hip hop sphere, Afrobeat sphere, R&B sphere. I'll even cover some rock music if you want me to, you know, if that's a request of yours, of course. So, you know, just let me know. Let me know what you like. So let me see. JPEG Mafia dropped some music. I love that Don Toliver album. That's a great album. I return to it a lot. Have y'all listened to the Tory Lanez prison tapes? I don't know if I'm a listen, but you know, there's that. And also, Travis Scott re-uploaded Days Before Rodeo, and it's a deluxe. Probably has some other new tracks that come along with it. So, you know, how you feel about people re-releasing new music? I want to know everybody's opinion on that. I feel like that's always a valuable thing. If you're an artist, you should try to re-release some music that you have in your catalog. The whole point about music is it's a piece of content that is everlasting. It's not like a YouTube video. It's not like comedy specials, even, because comedy specials, very few are considered classic that you can go back to because jokes are inherently dated. And you know what I'm saying? They come, they go. So whenever somebody has good music to share, I'm always appreciative of that. Whenever people go and is able to make their music have any sort of staying power, that's also a cool thing. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to everybody who has good music and staying power. So shout out to the homie 3410. He made a great talking point, because in this point moving forward podcast, I'm pushing narratives. Gunna also put out a great tape. So Gunna and Don Toliver, he's told me if the industry sounded more like those two, like Gunna and Don Toliver, at least production wise, I feel like he felt like music will be in a better space. And I completely agree with that, because we're in a stage and a time where we're kind of over drill rap in a lot of senses, in terms of its ramifications in people's real life. Because of drill rap's real life effects, people dying, people not respecting the dead, all these other things. It's also not a very marketable type of music. It's also hard to do concerts with that type of music. It's also hard to do that music at scale outside of, its environment. So that's just some things to consider. Like another great artist that just came out is Cash Cobain. He just put out an amazing new tape that I haven't even gotten to go through all yet. I just heard the first couple songs. I was already at the edge of my seat. Full review will come soon. So, looking out for that. So any other music that you like, y'all let me know. Any other tapes that you like and want to drop, let me know. I think Summers put out an EP I liked a lot. So people are dropping music. I appreciate everybody that's dropping music still and is making music money and making a living off their music still, because that shows growth. That shows that there's opportunity for everybody to do what they want to do. So so speaking on music, I'm gonna bring up shout out to Joe Budden. He recently finally got his gold plaque for Pump It Up. He's very happy about that. And I say that to say that music, we're in an age where music is still profitable. The most money that's being made off music is in today's current age, even though that a lot of people have made money in the past off of buying physicals. Like, the streaming is just generating more money. Even if the artists are not seeing all the money, it's still generating more money. So that's why I always tell artists, keep dropping, have catalog, because you never know whenever a song is gonna go. Because when the song go, you're gonna want people to go back and listen to your old stuff. And if you ain't got no old stuff, or you deleted it, or you felt insecure about it, or you don't want to repackage it, listen, you could just again re-release your old music. That I really am like serious about that. I'm a such believer in that, and I feel like that's a good thing. All right, so Joe Budden's been getting into drama with Young Miami due to he was talking about the Diddy stuff. That's a whole can of worms. And how she's unsuccessful because she was unable to drop her own music because they said she wasn't ready, which, if I was a label head, I feel that's a fair critique. I don't know how much you even care about making music, you personally, Carisha. I know the other half of City Girls, name is eluding me right now. It's not, that's crazy. I can't remember. I remember Young Miami, and she don't put out music. The one that care about music, I can't remember it. This is the issue with social media, y'all. This is the problem. And I know, as soon as comment the name. I can't remember the name, but it's okay. She been dropping, and I appreciate her for dropping. So yeah. So this is him getting. Oh my God. I feel like he went gold because streaming, and also him doing the podcast brought up more attention back to his music and his old catalog, because people forget that Joe Budden is a top tier MC, top tier pen in history. I don't know where you'd rank him, but he's easily in a top 30 if we're just talking about just rapping ability, just pen ability. I feel like he in a top 20 to 30. You know what I'm saying? I don't know where you rank him, but that's where I rank him. All right, so shout out to him. He been getting the hot water. I'm gonna translate. I'm gonna transition this to Lil Yachty, because he did do a podcast. He was on Lil Yachty's podcast, which has been getting some attention lately for a couple of things that I'm gonna get into, actually. So he was in there pretty much admitting to fault that he was wrong about Lil Yachty. He didn't think Lil Yachty had staying power. He didn't think he was gonna have a long career, and he ended up doing so. And so he came on to tell him that he was wrong about this, that, and the third. And, shout out to people who made nothing wrong. Ain't nothing wrong with that. People often do not admit that they're wrong. People are often ill-advised and less likely to really talk about everything they want to talk about. They're less likely to go back, especially old heads being like, hey, this new generation, boom. Lil Yachty has shown himself staying power with dropping good music over spans of time, evolving, changing his sound, writing for other people, showing songwriting chops, production chops, all that. So, shout out to Lil Yachty for doing that musically, him doing the music, got to give him props. He's grown a lot as a musician. I liked his tape with he did with the white dude, I forgot his name, and then he did the rock tape before that, and he's been in a progression. So, you know, but with growing comes growing pains. So, and I say that to say, like, he has this other group that he started that was it's called Concrete Boys. They've been having some traction. The youth like him a lot. You know, they have a lot of their own energy going on. Shout out to them and what they are doing. But there has been, you know, trouble in paradise recently, to say the least, with a Caribou leaving. Now, people don't know if Caribou left or if she was kicked out. Like, that's been a debate. And there's been, you know, media wars going on about that. And so, you know, shout out to people who are able to leave their groups amicably and do amicable split, and they don't have to talk shit about social media. But, you know, because people be bringing attention to different things here and there, like, people are going to talk. Like, once you're at a certain level of fame, fans want to just know tea more than music. They just want to know about the drama. And because of that, and because they want the tea and whatnot, like, that's what they're going to go towards. You feel me? That is like, they want that more than the music. And that's an unfortunate thing, but that's something to keep in mind when you are generating music, when you are creating music, when you are promoting music, is that sometimes you got to generate some drama. You feel me? And all press isn't good press. This is a lot of bad press from Lil Yachty's perspective. But, you know, I might generate to him, hey, more people might listen to his new music. He got a track out with Ian, going to talk about Ian in a little bit. You know what I'm saying? With Tyler, you know what I'm saying? That's a whole, you know what I'm saying? That's a group thing. We're going to group all this together. So we're going to start with Yachty. We're going to group all this. We're going to tradition to move on to, all right, bet. So Lil Yachty's in hot water because after the Caribou thing, he hasn't responded. This is him responding to it, and for the first time, because he's been trying to, like, pretty much put his head in the sand and allowing everybody to exist. So this is him responding and pretty much outing Caribou for being broke. Break it down.
Seem like niggas kicked you out. Like niggas kicked you out because bullying you. Bro, go ahead and tell people how you talk to people.
All right, so this is a good note. We're going to circle back to this. Look about how you talk to people. Yachty, he should also think about how he talks to people. But I also will say this as an example. Like, I often bring up different people, and I want to try to move off of the people themselves and just the situation. So let's say you are a manager or you put together this group and the group is falling out. What is, you think, your best way of handling the PR? Is it to do what Lil Yachty's doing and exposing because they're talking shit behind your back and they're probably spreading certain rumors here and there to get ahead of the story, to push your own narrative, right? He could have did this on his podcast. He want to go on live. He could have done on his podcast. Could have, you know, had a different way of going about doing that. He went on live. That will look a certain way, and he's obviously tight. So, you know, keep that in mind. And then also, we're going to circle back to, how do you talk to people? That's a big thing I'm learning and talking and communicating to people in the industry, because I'm a little rude. I come off a certain way to people. So that's something I got to work on. Everybody got to work on that, especially once you get to any level of modicum of success. You feel correct in how you act and treat people because it led you to a certain level of success. So, you know, that's a biased take. Keep in mind, he's criticizing her for how she talks to people. So then we're going to see how he talks to people after that. So keep that in mind. This is how he talks. This is him talking about her, how she talks to people. Remember, we're going to talk about how he talks to people later.
How you told me you're going to spit on me when you see me. Tell people how you talk to people, bro. How you, your brain is clinically imbalanced, bro. How you disrespect people. How you go around.
Now, I do feel like a mental health attack isn't really fair. You know what I'm saying? For somebody's actions. If you feel like, hey, you act like this because of your mental health, you know, plenty of people are functioning people with mental health that you would never know they have any mental health issues until they have a bad day. Then you quick to call them crazy. Like, this is what's wrong, I feel like, with mental health discourse, in my opinion. But we can keep it going.
Treating people in your everyday life. I've been letting you do this whole thing where you act like you like a princess and you sweet and you know, like, oh, you just such a good girl. Bro, stop the front, bro.
And again, if that is true, why would you allow that? In my opinion, there's a lot of reasons where you allow that for marketing and branding purposes, so that they seem like a regular person. The big thing about PR in the entertainment business is a lot of your favorite celebrities are terrible people, and then the PR has to make them look like likable people. So that is like the game, the tug and pull. They have to make them seem human when they're probably terrible. And then when things hit the fan and the PR cannot help or fix a situation, then we find out, oh, this is how this person really is, or this is how this person really acts behind closed doors and all that. And that's fair. I mean, that is what it is, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you know, it doesn't benefit you to hide them from reality. I think it will be more beneficial for you to treat them as they are and to humble them, let them know, hey, you just another person in the industry. You could come and go, so that they have a more realistic view of how the industry works. Because, you know, if you don't hear from Caribou next year, she could be a superstar, or we not hear from her. It's one or the other. Like that's a whole, you know what I'm saying? And that all is depending on the how your relationship with media people. A lot of rappers have bad relationships with media people, and then it comes back to bite them because of how they talk to people. So media matters. How you talk to people matters. Your relationship with other people matters. You're the on-screen person. Everybody on screen, off screen, is the reason for why you're on screen. That's something you got to acknowledge. So, you know, how you talk and treat people off screen, behind closed doors, will always come to light, as you see with Diddy and all these other weirdos. How you treat people off screen will come to light. So it's always good to just treat people like a decent human being. It always benefits you. It's always beneficial to be polite and nice. Manners and etiquette. These things take you farther than you like to think. And that's soft skills. That's the quote unquote how to move that they don't teach you, that you should learn. You know what I'm saying? Is how to talk to people, is how to treat people, is how to, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, we have withheld your actions since the beginning of me giving you this career.
Now, if she was already acting up since the beginning of the career, that lets you know, like, another reason. Like, you're Yachty, you're the kingmaker. You can pick up. He said he mentioned he got her waiting tables, and then now she blew her. You could get any person waiting tables and make him a superstar if that's the case. If he quote unquote, if he wrote all the bars and he put all the fits together and he put all the music together, he put out the rollout and he put out the image, so you can do that with literally anyone. If she was already acting like this in the beginning and you excused it, you cannot be mad if she continued to act like that moving on, and you continue to excuse it till it became too much to bear. I don't know. You know, these are things to keep in mind. I don't know the truth. Anyway, I'm just going off what they are saying. You know what I'm saying? Because again, I don't know these people. And if I ever met them in real life, I'm like, hey, I'm just talking on the internet. You feel me? You dig? So, you know.
What are we talking about, bro? Don't get on here and make it seem like niggas kicked you out. Like niggas kicked you out because bullying you. Bro, go ahead and tell people how you talk.
So that's one. This is another clip. There's other clips of him continuing to go on, talk about, I wrote all your songs, I dressed you, I did this, I took care of y'all lived in my house, y'all owe me $900K, allegedly, y'all, you know what I'm saying? So apparently Red Lobster employee was spreading fake rumors about Yachty bullying Caribou out of Concrete, and he had to clear up the allegations. So that's why he had to jump out the way to talk, because he was keeping silent, which I feel like, you know, that's one way of going about things, and that's not a wrong way of going about things. But if you're gonna stay silent, you keep silent. The fact that you let people pretty much force your hand to respond, it kind of looks away, right? Am I crazy by saying that? Let me know, because you know, I know one thing for sure. If this was Cardi, Playboy Cardi never saying nothing. It don't matter what happened. He never speak on no situation that happened ever. He always just is in Cardi land and Vampire land. I'm not saying Cardi and Shia are two different artists. They're both Atlanta artists, completely different circumstance. But, you know, if you're not going to talk, don't say nothing, never. And if you're going to talk, say everything all the time. I feel like that's the best way to go about it, if you're in the industry at least. Because when you pick and choose, the people are going to label you a pick and chooser, and that's never a good look, right? Right. So, you know, that's a perspective to have. All right, so he came out because the Red Lobster lady was spreading rumors. She said, bro, she walked in my job to order some biscuits, and I asked her why she left. Immediately corrected me and said, I didn't leave. They kicked me out, saying they're really mean to her and bullying her a lot. She doesn't talk about it because I won't. She seems really hurt behind it, to be honest. Like they really did her dirty. And I believe it's because her name was the biggest behind Yachty, if we're being real. I only started listening to him again because of her. They're haters. I told her she'll do just fine without them. Fuck them. So that's one perspective of looking at it. She was giving Yachty a lot of new life in his career. No. You could make that argument because male rappers, like I'm a male and I'm a rapper and I consume rap music and I may listen to male rappers. And I do listen to female rappers, but I may consume male rappers. So my perspective is skewed, right? A lot of people will end up in relationships or end up like Moneybagg Yo and Ari to get the female audience, right? So this could have been his way of getting the female audience without actually being in a relationship. I'm just sign her, make her artist, and then I'm gonna make bread off her. And again, another thing I want to know that I'm curious about is what is her label situation? What is the label situation of the Concrete Boys? Is that are they signed to Yachty? Are they not signed? Is this some shit he's just doing off the strength? Like that is a question. He invested probably a lot of money. He's probably investing a lot of money. He said 900,000, probably more. He invested a lot. What is the return? What is the end goal? You know what I'm saying? I don't know about all that, but that's just something I'm curious about. So Caribou posting this to play innocent is crazy gaslighting. This is her doing that, acting like everything's fine. Yachty also leaked the reference track he made for Caribou's On the Radar freestyle. So that's another thing. He also leaked, hey, I did write for you. These are the reference tracks. This is what I did. I'm not going to play it because, copyright. But yeah, Dan Shirley, Snake Yachty, you can't deny the receipts. They went back and forth. This receipt, this the other thing. All right. So I can't tell Yachty I can tell y'all why I expose Caribou because I know Yachty ain't want to admit he wrote this. Told him we can go and tape it. I'm shameless. He went lower with his tongue. All in my anus. I'm dead. Yeah, he don't want to say like he wrote that. You feel me? The cringe bars. People never want to stand up and be like, I wrote that. No one ever wants to say that, but they want to say like, oh, I wrote. Like, yeah. Yachty on live telling everyone how he took Caribou from putting fries in the bag to being the biggest underground female artist. I feel that. See, when people I think the issue I'm having with Yachty is how he'll help people at his leisure, and then he'll go back and throw it back in their face. To me, that's not really helping people. That's you doing something for your own benefit. And that's fine. People do things for their benefit all the time. And I'm not shaming you or thinking less of you for it, but just know what it is. Like, if you want to say, oh, I'm helping you, this at the third, but then you want to go back and be like, oh, look at everything I done for you. Like, that's not nice. I have other examples of this as well. We're going to get into that. So this is him being like, hey,
congratulations to the first artist that could have been, man.
Yeah, pretty much. So that's pretty much what you're doing. Hey. Caribou, after getting cut out, I'm dead. So yeah, I mean, you can make the argument of, different things that he did. That is the issue with the Concrete Boy situation, right? People going back and forth. Another thing that happened was because of they were supposed to do a concert. Like, people only first found out of that because they're supposed to do a concert. They're supposed to do a concert. They did the concert without Caribou. Everybody's asking, where's Caribou? I think she's about to have an album out called Where's Caribou? All this could be a rollout. I'm still open to the fact that literally all this is an extended rollout for her tape, and it's going to be called Where's Caribou? Like that could be an entire thing. Because again, people don't care about music as much. They care more about drama. You know what I'm saying? That's why people stir up drama. Feel me? For that reason and purpose. I'm not saying that's a good or a bad thing. I'm just saying, like, that is what it is, right? So another issue that Yachty has been having is because he is on a podcast with his friend Mitch, and Mitch got exposed by Yachty for doing heinous behavior, essentially. What's it called? Not debauchery, but what's the word I'm looking for? See, this is my issue with words. But yeah, doing naughty behavior. And then this is the person coming out to talk about it. So she talking about Yachty, but I need context. This is what happened. So this is what happened. He's basically told this co-host was dating his cousin. So this is him saying, like, this type of guy Yachty is. He gonna be like, hey yo, homie was a freaky man over there. Homie was being freaky man over there. Like how they said, hey, your boy got sex assault charge, SA charges. Your boy got SA charges. That's like that, but you basically say, hey, my boy has SA. Look, okay, so it's not SA, but it's incest. It's a family love charges. Look.
Cousin once.
You
He dated
really
his
are
cousin
from
once.
Alabama,
No, no,
nigga.
no. He dated his
Yo!
cousin once. Yeah,
Let me-
explain the story.
You think I just like, yo, you're my cousin, let's date? It
Oh,
wasn't
cool.
like
They didn't
that.
know they were cousins.
It wasn't like that, bro. We was chilling in the room, and then she said something. Like she always saying.
If you
little
want to
things.
hear
I'm like-
everything, tune
and she
in
said,
on the
"Man,
YouTube side.
My uncle last name is. I'm like, your uncle last name. What? And then we go on Facebook, mutual friend, auntie. I'm like,
Oh, they fucked several times. Too many times. And they didn't stop fucking after.
Yo!
okay, now listen.
You
listen.
weird.
Did I strike afterwards? Yes. Was I in my right mind? No. You know what I'm saying? I can admit, like, I need help, you know.
Was I in my right mind? No. Do I need help? Yes. Hey, man. This is the issue. I'm gonna see it play out for y'all. This is the issue I be having with people, yo. Like, see, like you can't say all that to me. To me, you're not a good friend. You're not a good friend by saying all that, man. So you expose mans for doing all that, right? And then you can't be mad when the girl come in and be like, "That's not the case. That's not what happened." Like this is what she said.
So for you to sit up here and act like, oh, I put this nigga onto the podcast, nigga, fuck you, because that podcast wouldn't be shit without him. Don't nobody.
And that's where she started capping. You know, everybody know we listening for Yachty. Like that's the reason. You feel me? But if you want, you got brought up. That's true. She did get brought up in drama that she did not get intended to get brought up. So she got to defend herself. She got to do what she got to do. And I'm not mad at that. Do what you got to do.
Watch that shit for your mush mouth having ass. Don't nobody watch that shit for you, nigga. People watch that shit for him. And let's really get into this. People really watch that shit because of me. Because you're the one that brought up the fact that I was the cousin shit. You fucking brought that shit up because you wanted to try to fucking clown and humiliate that fucking nigga.
Yeah, I mean, he was trying to do that in front of Kai Cenat. Like that was what was happening. That's not a nice thing to do in front of when you have your celebrity guest over. You're like, hey, homie over there is freaky, man. Like that, I don't think that's nice. Throwing homie under the bus, like.
And yeah, that shit is about fucking me, nigga. So who's really giving you the clout for that podcast? Me, nigga. Because that's the running joke on y'all shit. The fuck? You're a clown. You're a fucking clown ass nigga. And I know, Mitch, you finna be mad as hell. I don't give a fuck because this shit needs to fucking happen. You need to drop that nigga. You been needing to drop that nigga. And you know I've been telling you that.
Yeah, I mean, you can make the argument that, you know, you could drop Yachty as the friend, but if you're Mitch, it's like, hey, homie, you like paying your bills? Like, you feel me? Like that's the real issue. You feel me? So that's kind of like my issue with that whole thing is like, you know, you can say that, but you know, it's like, what we really talk about at the end of the day, like. So this is Lil Yachty's response to that, and this is him crashing out again. You feel me? After what was told, he's letting this shit, he's getting this shit off, and I can't be mad at it. Like I can't be mad at it, but at the same time, it's like, dude, like what you doing, bro? Like
Dumb ass broad. Hold on, bitch, you dumb broad. This nigga was telling you lies just to get away from you, ho. What is you talking about, ho? Nigga talking about all the times you called him. He was in meetings. Mitch ain't never did no damn meetings for me, nigga. Fuck is you talk about, nigga? Nigga with me, bro. Stop playing with.
you see, and yeah, see, he didn't want to get it all off, but like, listen, he really wanted the little nigga Meech and the shit on her. And I just feel like that ain't, even if that is the actual situation, I don't feel like that's nice. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like that's a good look. Because then people want to talk about you and your character and how you act. And in reference to Caribou, how you talk about people. Again, this goes back to how you talk about people. This is how he talks about people. This is how, you know what I'm saying? So what I'm seeing, I don't know the person. This is how he talked about people. This is how he chose to talk about people. And then like, you can't be mad like that's happening to you now. I'm not saying this is karma, nor do I think he deserves anything that's happening to him, but one thing is leading to another, you know, or both these things are happening at the same time. He's going through it right now. You can tell, like, listen to his voice.
With me, ho. You're not even a factor in this, bro. You was really a bitch that he just used to use to sleep at your motherfucking house, ho. I ain't never stole $1 from Mitch, nigga. Mitch been living with me since the motherfucking 10 years ago, nigga. When I ain't even have a cent, nigga. When I lived in my mama's house, he lived with me, nigga. How did you talking about, ho? You really starting some shit you don't know what you talking about. You don't know nothing you talking about, ho. What are you saying, bro?
So yeah, I mean, listen, him talking like that isn't really helping the situation.
Now,
you know what I'm saying? So I don't know what Academics was trying to say. Academics and hot water too. Yo, this whole year, we're going to talk about it like, yo, so many people been caught up in freaky man charges. Like, all you niggas is freaky men. Make that a shirt. All you niggas is freaky men.
I don't hate women, but, you know, they have this thing like, oh, Act goes in on women. Yachty, you have a pen that is bisexual. You write for niggas, pause. and you write for a lot of women. Why? What am I saying? Now, I don't hate women.
Like that, I don't even know like what he was trying to say by that. Like what was his point in discussing that? Like I don't know. You feel me? Like that is my issue. That is my like thing. Like I don't even know. Like what was why would he say that? But yeah. I don't even know if y'all still doing a podcast. I think the podcast got canceled. All this stuff started happening, and yeah, now he in deep water. So yeah, that's tough. So that'd be my issue. All right. So in reference to Yachty, right? We're gonna keep moving. Yachty has collabed with this rapper called Ian, right? Okay, so he's collaborating with this rapper called Ian. Ian is the new white rapper. You know what I'm saying? Like this is, it was Yeet a couple years ago. Now they're trying to push Ian. And Ian to me is a worse version of Yeet. To me, he's a Yeet clone, and he's worse than Yeet. So this is the song. He did a song with Lil Yachty. And I feel like, it sounds like Lil Yachty wrote. I ain't gonna lie. I'm pushing that agenda. I'm pushing it heavy as fuck. All right. So this is him. This is how he rap. He did a song. He did the song with Yachty. Can't play it. You know what I'm saying? Because of reasons. So, and this is how he's also managed by an Atlanta person. His manager's an Atlanta person. I like the song that he did with the Yachty. I like it. Great Yachty verse. Excellent 10 out of 10 Yachty verse. And then this is then he did another song, right? Did another song. Boom, it's getting more viral. He has like 5 million monthly listeners. He's going crazy. He's blowing up, right? He's doing this thing. He just dropped a tape earlier this year. Everybody hopping on their knees. This is their white savior. This is who they like now, right? All right, so Tyler the Creator then came out and he did reacted and said like, you not messing with this, essentially citing like this is whack. People are calling Tyler the Creator an old head because, remember when he was in Our Future and he was saying all types of outlandish stuff. Things so bad he got canceled. He couldn't go to other countries to perform. Like they're getting Yachty out of here for like doing things. But I feel like Lil Yachty was being different. And that was something that you have not heard before, unless you want to say Eminem. But even like he was doing like different instrumentals and he was doing like different things. Like he was talking about different stuff and his subject matter and who he was and the instrumental choice. I feel like everything was different, but people are criticizing Lil Tyler for hating on Ian. But I don't have a problem. I think everything he said was valid. So, So yeah, let me see what he said.
You like a song, because the internet, people don't know personal boundaries no more. Yeah.
No, this ain't the one. Find the clip. No, this ain't it. All right, there we go.
This white kid, regular like Caucasian man, and he's like mocking Future and Gucci Mane like rap music. And like people are like, this shit hard. It's not even like satire. It's like, I'm just joking. I'm just mocking it. But I'm like, no, you can't do. And I hold rap music so close to my heart because this shit changed my life and everything.
And I hear his sentiment. He cares about music. He's tired of people coming in the culture not caring about music. I'm just doing music to get on, and I'm probably going to do a podcast or a reality TV show, or I'm about to do something entirely. I'm about to be an actor, I'm about to do country music, Post Malone. You about to do all type of different things, and then when it come back, you're gonna be like, oh, what is rap? Is hip hop even music? I don't even like hip hop for real. They don't even have no messaging in them. People start going back and say all type of stuff. So I feel him caring a lot about his genre, caring a lot about hip hop. I care a lot about hip hop. I care about music. I do this for real. He do this for real. He care a lot for real. So his attitude and his perspective on things will be what it be because he cares.
Everyone's life around me, and I'm a nerd about this shit. This is like weird. And I'm looking at it, and something about it like don't even sit well with me in comparison to someone like a Mac Miller or Eminem, who it didn't seem like they was mocking it. They had a genuine love for it, and they were still just.
Yep, and I agree with that wholeheartedly. You know what I'm saying? So this ain't the only version of this that we've seen. Like, you can make an argument that Yeet was like this. The only difference is that Yeet came on different instrumentals and a different sound, and he helped put on Benny X, which is one of my favorite producers and things of that nature. So that's where the difference lies for me. If you want to say, oh, how is this different from like Yeet? Is that Ian's closer to like Post Malone in the sense of where is Ian finna be? Where is he finna jump to after this? What's his gonna be? Is he just gonna do rap? Do you think he's really just gonna do rap? Do y'all really believe that? Because I don't believe that. You feel me? I feel like he's gonna be a streamer and do something else. This is people are pretty much tying this in to a great episode of Atlanta when Paperboy is no longer like the super rapper in like the end of season 3, and they pretty much said like, oh, your next grift or your next jump to make money is like get a white avatar. And it's like we're seeing it in real life. You know what I'm saying? Like we're seeing that happen. And that's why like I feel like, you know, what people are saying. Like I feel why people are upset at this concept. I'm not mad at it. But because they're very much saying things that are really happening in real life. Like black rappers fall off a little bit. They get on with getting a quote unquote white avatar, and then they extend their career. Or if you want to make some more money in the music industry, just do everything you're doing, but then just put a white face on it. But that to me, that devalues rap in general, because it's supposed to be black music, right? So if you're gonna you should put the most value on niggas, right? Am I tripping? Okay, so here.
Take a look at this slide. Now, can you guess which one of these people is a Billboard charting rap artist with billions of streams globally? It's simple. We all know that optics is everything.
Optics is everything. This is why I'm doing my podcast, to show y'all that optics is everything, to show y'all that media matters. Again, show y'all like this is what it's more than just putting out a song. It's relationships. It's who you know. It's how you use who you know and all these things and mesh them together and create an image and symbols and symbology to get people to, again, like you. Very similar to the election campaign, you know, the election going on too. The same way people, candidates are trying to get you, be likable, be a human like me, give a fuck about what I got going on, buy my shit, give me money. Why? Because you like my personality. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Dang. With my system, I'm tossing your black ass a life raft. I can help my brother better when I'm at the top. Mm-hmm. Hey, look at this. Memorize this. Go to sleep dreaming about this.
What's the YWA, man?
Hey, young, white, avatar.
you dig? And then we keep seeing it. I refuse to fall for this again. And I'm about to start pushing narratives. Let's go. Okay, so all right. So in terms of white rappers, I don't have a problem with white rappers. I like Eminem. I love Mac Miller. Shout out to insert white rapper here, MGK. I don't know what you want to say, Vanilla Ice. I don't give a fuck. Listen. All right, so all right, so this is my narrative pushing though. I don't want to hear the best white rapper be Eminem no more, because Eminem keep dropping duds at this point. Keep dropping duds. I'm over it. Like ever since like post that Red album that he got produced by the guy who did Beastie Boys, produced Beastie Boys, Eminem's kind of falling off a cliff, right? So we agree, right, that like Marshall Mathers 2 was his last good album, right? Everybody admits that. So, you know, we are ushering in who is our new favorite white rapper, legacy wise. Where you rank, who's your favorite white rappers, right? Who y'all rank them? However y'all rank them however y'all right. You know who's my number one though? You know who's my number one? Mac Miller, the best white rapper, bro. And I'm gonna go by just straight discography. I'm not RIP. It's not just because he died. I'm just going by actual discography, actual music creation, and things I genuinely care about, right? So we could go and review Eminem's discography right now. Let's go. Let's review Eminem's. I'm pushing narratives, boy. Ooh, I'm cooking. All right, so we Eminem has a whole bunch of tapes, right? And that you could call him like, oh, he wins off of off of just consistency, and I don't even want to be mad. Like, I'm not even mad about that, right? All right, so this is all Eminem's albums, right? And you can rank them however you rank them. I'm gonna go through and say which ones is trash, right? Cause he got a lot of trash albums too. Yeah, Revival. Ugh. Like Pusha T. Ugh. All right, so let's go and go through them. I don't even know. Y'all listen to Controversy? I don't even know what that one is. All right, so this is all his shit. We gonna go through the ones we know. So in order. Let me just do in order. All right. So let me see. Infinite is the one that if you know type shit. The Slim Shady LP is the one that got him some traction. We all know that one. Marshall Mathers LP, crazy. Slim Shady LP, Marshall Mathers, and Eminem Show are like damn near perfect albums. I'm not debating those. 10 out of 10s. Some of the best music. You know what I'm saying? Edgy for its time. Doesn't really age well. That's my critique. Doesn't really age well. And yeah, so Encore, people say Encore is mid, and Relapse, people say it's mid. I like Relapse though. I like Recovery. So Recovery and them other three, to them is best. Those are four. Those are four classics. After that, Marshall Mathers LP cool, but it's about as good as Relapse. It's about as good as Encore, to be fair. Revival, instrumentally sounded terrible in the water. Kamikaze, he tried to do better with adding better instrumentals, but wasn't that much better. It was better, but not that much better. And he's doing a thing, a cardinal sin I like to call over rapping, where he's putting a lot of raps and words together, but in terms of like messaging, because at this point, Eminem, you're old, so I'm expecting you to talk about like more deeper topics, messaging, and if you are going to be funny and not take yourself seriously, really not take yourself seriously. I feel like Eminem is to the point where he's already a living legend, so he takes himself just far too seriously. So he's not even like, I can't even sit and listen to Eminem and be like, wow, Eminem, you feel me? I can't, because it's like, okay, he's bad, just rap, and I'm over it. You're not catchy anymore. His songwriting ability in terms of writing hooks is falling off a cliff. His punchlines are no longer as witty. It's really just like your rapping and technical ability. There's plenty of technical ability rappers that don't make good music. Eminem is essentially a battle rapper now. He essentially makes music as good as a battle rapper. Battle rappers' main critique is they are good at the ability of rapping, but can never make good enough music to appeal to the masses, which is why they stay as battle rappers. This is Eminem, but Eminem will never fall off because of his fan base. They'll never let him fall off. So it don't matter what he sells. I'm off a sale. That's why I told Ian, I don't care how much Ian sells. Ian can sell, go platinum, triple platinum, like Post Malone. I'm about to pull up Post Malone stats after this. I don't care how much he sells. It sucks. If I say it sucks, it sucks. I don't give a fuck. All right, so Music to Murder by, trash, we're over that. And then the Death of Slim Shady. That shit, do y'all like that? No, we over this. So look how many bad albums we got. 1, 2, 3, 4. Mid 5, 6. He got 6 albums. How many albums he put out? He got 4 good albums. He's 4 for 6. He's LeBron. That's my take. Eminem is essentially LeBron. If you want to say, oh, Eminem Joe GOAT because XYZ, cool. To me, he's LeBron. You know what I'm saying? And I know who Jordan is. 6 for 6. But you know what I'm saying? So we're going through Mac Miller's discography, right? Let's go through Mac Miller's discography, right? And damn near, this nigga got an amazing discography. You know what I'm saying? Like, this nigga's discography is a timeless discography. His music will genuinely age well. All right, so if we going all the way down to his mixtape stuff, then okay. Kids is the one I know more than the High Life, but you know, teach his own. Best Day Ever is real good. So, you know, this is all the college stuff that didn't age well, but it's real catchy. I feel like it still holds up and it's catchy. Blue Slide Park, classic tape. You feel me? Like, that's a classic. I fuck with that a lot. Macadelic, I love as a mixtape, is great. You feel me? Holds up. So we're already on 2 for 2. And then Watch Movie Sounds Off, one of the, you know what I'm saying, one of the best tapes that I very much enjoyed. Is, you know what I'm saying, I don't know where you rank it. Cult classic in my opinion, one of the greatest for this era of the 2010s. That shit was going crazy. Then Faces, amazing mixtape. People love this mixtape. This is when he was really going through it. You know, everybody really fuck with Faces if you fuck with Mac Miller. Good AM, great. Divine Feminine, great. Swimming, great. And then Circles RIP. He really ain't really hit no misses. He really ain't miss. And Delusional Thomas has the side project. So I got like, if Eminem got 4 great, 10 out of 10 albums, I'm not even counting the posthumous. I don't feel like that's fair. You feel like that's not fair? We not counting Circles. I like Circles, but it's not even rapping like that. He doing other shit. So Swimming, 1. Divine Feminine, 2. Good AM, 3. Faces, 4. Watching, 5. Macadelic, 6. 7. Blue Side, 7. To Eminem's 4. I just think Mac Miller's discography is just better. That's my main argument. If you want to say Eminem's a better rapper, cool. I'm not even going to have the argument. You can make the argument easy, and I can't even defend it because it's closer to objective truth, even though music is subjective. But, in terms of rapping ability, want to give it to Eminem, okay. But, like, I'm talking about better artists, staying power, discography. I got to give it to Mac Miller, and I'm pushing that narrative. You cannot tell me. I'm not walking off of that shit. So, we're talking about goated white rappers. Who's your favorite white rapper and why? Let me know why. I don't feel like we're ever going to get another white rapper like Mac. I think we really didn't appreciate him enough while he's alive. And I want to continue to push narratives and continue to give flowers where flowers are due. He better than all of them. I'm sorry. It's Mac, bro. Mac cared. Mac was a musician. Mac cared about music creation. And he was also a producer, the production side. And even though Eminem is a producer as well, I really fuck with Mac Miller's side of production a lot more than Eminem's, if we're being real. So I'm pushing that narrative, and I'm like, keep pushing that narrative. And that's what I'm doing here on Tune TV Podcast. We pushing narratives. That's what we are doing. Continuing to push narrative. Let's keep going. We all know what happened with Kendrick and Drake. Kendrick won. You dig? So we all know that Kendrick won. Drake cannot go away. Why? Drake, I don't feel like Drake can go away because of his deal. The whatever $1 billion deal he had, he can't go away. He has to keep dropping. I feel like he's contractually obligated to drop a certain number of songs. And even if he's not, and he has an option to go away, then it's not for a time period. It's like you have to drop whenever you want. Like you drop whenever you want, but you still need to drop music. You know what I'm saying? I feel like he does have to drop music, though. He's been trying post the beef to continue to stay in the public eye because I feel like if he goes away, then he will soon be forgotten. I say that because his streams and overall influence has gone down. Like a lot of his songs do not stay charting as often as they used to. And I personally feel like music-wise, new Drake, current Drake is a lot better than old Drake. I think maybe you could say ghostwriters and whatnot. You could say whatever people he got in his corner that are writing different songs for him. He got a better writing. I don't know. Beats is always still good, still slapping. He got 21 and Yachty on Dial still. He's still dropping music, right? He's recently continued to drop music, and I don't feel like he can go away. I don't feel like he's allowed to go away. I feel like he literally can't. I feel like if he does, he might be just scared to. Like that could just be an option. And I'm not even opposed to that. If you want to say, oh, he's just scared that if he goes away, that people will just like continue to make sure he goes away. A lot of Drake fans are pushing a lot of narratives like academics and his people and other Drake fans. They're continuing to push certain narratives like Kendrick is never going to drop, right? Kendrick does not drop that often. Drake continues to feed his fans. And then again, and I don't deny that. This is also why I'm always a good proponent of artists continue to drop good music, continue to drop a lot of music, because it doesn't benefit you to not, you know what I'm saying? There's only benefits to dropping. There isn't a lot of benefits not to dropping. The only benefits is maybe you get watered down. People don't want to listen to you as much. But if you already have a decent fan base of listeners, then like it doesn't matter. Like you're always going to feed your fans. You don't worry about the masses always drop, because again, streaming can always make more money than you could before everybody got a phone. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day, you had to go actually sell each CD. Yeah, say now you can just put your shit on. Now, because of that, you pay less. You know what I'm saying? Like artists like me, I don't get paid none. Might made like $70 in my entire years of putting out music. That's why I'm dropping hella music now. I'm about to drop hella music, so I feel like it's worth the amount that I'm not getting back. Right. So Drake keeps dropping. I'm not mad at it. I just want to know why. I just want to know the business why. Is it because he's always gonna make money off of it? Is he scared to take a break? Does he not want to admit defeat? Does he feel like if he drops enough hits, all the Freaky Man allegations are gonna go away, all him losing, the beef gonna go away? Does he feel like him continuing to drop music will make everything go away? I don't know. Let me know what you think. But yeah, he's been dropping like a lot of singles. Like before, he dropped 100 gigs to make him again do a great PR move by humanizing him. You get to see him making music in the studio and all that. That's what he was recently doing. And I feel like that was a cool move. I feel like maybe a documentary's coming. That's a pre-push before they see how well the Kanye doc did at humanizing Kanye, even though he's been continually crashing out ever since then. And prior to that, he's been, the documentary has been helpful. I feel like Drake dropping a documentary would be helpful to him, humanizing him. He's been dropping more songs, and he's still and No Face. He dropped again. I don't think Kendrick's gonna respond, but from here on out that Drake's going to do his thing where he's taking subs. He took subs in first person shooter, and that made Kendrick just go all the way. Do you feel like Kendrick will respond to this? He did on No Faces. The bars he said was, let me see. Nigga lit off the features I skated on. I gotta know how you get lit off the nigga you hating on. Numbers untouchable. They got the data wrong. Try to knock the boy off. Fuck it, I'm staying on. That's okay, bars. But he ain't gonna jump out and try to diss Kendrick again. I know that. And I feel like Kendrick could do something amazing that would be funny as hell if he drops another banger. If he drops another banger that is going crazy, because football season is about to start, y'all. Or it's starting. So college football about to start too. They about to do the all football season. So it's like, I don't think Drake has a counter to that. What can he do about that? I don't think he can do nothing about that. He gotta just take the L. He's refusing to take the L. I congratulate him on continuing to do so. But I mean, he's taking L. What you gonna do? You feel me? Like I don't know. I don't know what he's gonna do. So that's that on that. The SOD song, he took Yachty off, and so I heard Yachty and them beefing. They unfollowed each other, all that. I don't know. Maybe they'll go link up again, but this goes back to Drake's issue with just taking nigga songs and shit, right? Like this goes back to his track record of he be taking nigga songs and shit, right? So I mean that'd be my issue, right? It's like he hasn't learned. You feel me? He hasn't learned. He has not learned his lesson. And then he was just on Freaky Girl stream and shit too. Like, it is what it is. You feel me? Like, if y'all don't know what I'm talking about, I don't know if I'm gonna show y'all. I try to keep a certain guideline. You feel me? But hey, yo, shout out to Trippie Redd dropping again, staying in the public eye, being with streamers. That's where the industry is going towards. Is them being with streamers more. And shout out to Benji Cole, other producers and / rappers doing live streaming. That's how that's like just the progression of moving. So in reference to that Lil Yachty drama that's going on, I wanted to bring up a producer grind interview that Internet Money producer Cody just did. It was a cool interview. Let me know what y'all think about that and whatnot. Let me know if he did good, bad, something indifferent. So, but I'm gonna show y'all. He brings up pretty much a great point in reference to being in a group. He's in a super producer group. Internet Money. How did he continue to do that? What's it take to continue to be in a group at scale without egos? Like what is so I'm gonna just jump to that real quick and then let me know how y'all feel like y'all would handle that. All right, boom. How to make a successful producer group.
I talked to my doctor about Lybalvi. Learn more at lybalvi.com.
Boom. Ads. I need to get premium. That's what really the issue is. You know, so once you get off premium, you know, the world's your oyster. You feel me? Like that's what it really would be. You know what I'm saying? Like, but hey, it is what it is. Shout out to everybody joining on the IG live. Shout out to everybody joining on YouTube. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for supporting the show. If you mess with me, dropping more music, I'll let y'all know. All right, so you get to it.
Right, it's only a couple really that's like standing. So like, what is that like?
You got to be able to put. It takes a lot of maturity, I guess, is how I would probably put it. You have to be able to put some of your goals aside for the team's goals and understand that your goals are going to come at a certain point. But the bigger goal is you know, what everybody, what's going to push everybody forward first. And what always ends up happening is people don't realize when you trust that process and you go with that route where you try to pick everybody up, you know, be selfless and help your team. It ends up always coming back. I won't say it's karma, but it ends up coming back in a way where the whole team is up now. So like you get the trick, you know what I mean? Shit starts like picking up. It's when like.
So yes, in general, I agree to the fact that yes, if you are not selfish, if you're able to find like-minded individuals that you're able to do that with, then it is indeed helpful. Well, there I go, drop my phone. All right, it's helpful to do that. Most people are unable to do that. Most people are unable to continue to have like a good relationship with people. I'm like that too. Again, I'm quick to do that, to just drop everything and say, fuck it, I'm doing shit dolo. You know what I'm saying? That's not a good personality trait. I don't recommend that because music is inherently collaborative. You know what I'm saying? That's how things work. I feel like if you want to do music at scale, you have to find a way to put your ego aside for the benefit of a group. You have to find a way to deal with people that you don't agree with. You have to find a way to be the best version of yourself. Despite that, work with people despite that, despite you not messing with people, despite you not dealing with different people. You gotta still do that. That's a difficult thing to do. Not everybody is built to do that. You know what I'm saying? Most people in groups fall out because of their inability to just get together, their inability to get along. You know what I'm saying? And also patience. You know, sometimes you might fall out with somebody and you feel like, fuck them, I'm gonna just go my own way. And sometimes it just take a conversation to repair a certain situation. And then boom, you're back to doing music together. You know what I mean? You're back to working together. These are, you know, soft skills. I relate that back to the Lil Yachty situation. How do you deal with things when things start getting rocky? Is there a way to mend a situation? Is there not a way to mend it? Is this shit untenable? When is it untenable? These are things different people, you know, figure out different things, you know what I'm saying, their own way.
Like people try to, I feel like when teams like they have members who want to like be the star of the show, or they feel like that they're not getting the shine they deserve, or they feel slighted in some type of way. And then it makes shit weird. And then people start, you know, like putting effort towards certain shit.
And that's the thing too. You know what I'm saying? Big headedness and all that. That's a big way to mess up a group if we're not all on the same team. And I learned another thing watching different seminars and talking to different musician people. It's like, is everybody joining for the right reason? If people are not all at least in the band for the exact same reason, band probably not gonna last that long. You feel me? Everybody has to be in the shit for the same reason. Yeah, everybody gotta be in the team for the same reason. And then you have to make sure everybody eats. You have to make sure everybody wins. Because again, if not everybody wins, they're not gonna feel like it's a point to it. And you know, if some person feels like, hey, they the star of the show, okay, either you drop that person or you figure out a way for that to work. You know what I'm saying? You figure out a way that they can get their own shine, or you are patient with them and be like, hey, your turn is coming. If you just rock out, your turn gonna come. You feel me? Like, and then you being the person that's waiting on their turn, do you have the patience to wait your turn? Do you need a different creative outlet? You need to go do your solo shit for a little bit while you wait. Like, these are all things that you should consider as an artist. You got to also consider how long are you, what is your deadlines for certain things? I'm willing to give X amount of time for this. If I do not see X progress after X amount of time, I'm leaving or I'm staying. You know, yeah. And also, how committed is everybody in the group? Not everybody be committed in the group. You know what I'm saying? This is why I'm trying to figure out what is best for me. Everybody need to be in a group. But, you know, collaborative efforts is what separates successful people in the industry from the unsuccessful people in the industry. You need a certain level of collaboration to be successful. You know what I'm saying? So how is that collaboration going to work? Are you going to be in a collective? Are you going to have your own team just for you? Is it going to be a mixture of the two? Are you going to be in a whole super team and be dedicated to a group? You know what I'm saying? Like, these are all different ways of going about the exact same thing, but it just depends on your personality type, your tolerance to other people and other musicians. Because again, listen, I'm gonna make the big screen just to say this. Hey, if you do in the entertainment industry, or, you know what I'm saying, any creative endeavor in general, I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. What I'm about to say is creatives are weird. Working with other creative people is emotionally taxing as fuck. So, you know, not everybody want to deal with that. I feel you. I don't even want to deal with that. See, I be leaving. The fuck? I'll leave instantly. But like, that's what it takes. You feel me? If you want to be and do a creative endeavor, it's effort. It sucks. It's long. It's trial and error. It's so many things. You gotta, everything you do in your personal career, you also gotta do for everybody else. You know what I'm saying? You gotta do for everybody. You know what I'm saying? It's not just like, and everybody gotta give. It's not everybody get 50-50 effort. Everybody gotta give 100% effort. That's how it works. Not everybody want to do that. That's what, you know, that'd be the issue. That's why things will be working out. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel. That's the issue with teams.
Yeah, you know, all teams have different shit. Like, we have
all teams, and I'm gonna go back to sharing it. So, you know, was off it. Yeah. So this is the issue. All teams are different. All teams and groups are different. All different personalities. You gotta manage that.
Whole different process than, like, I would probably say any team, but I would say that's like for most teams. I could definitely see that with just being around so many groups and stuff, and seeing like people drop in, drop out, and like the types of personalities that end up not making it. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's always like a very specific type of
person.
Yeah, like a personality type, like this little trait seems to always kind of butt. Exactly. Yeah. And it's usually one of those things, and usually it's mature people who can understand, like, sometimes you got to be patient with the stuff you want to do.
Maturity is key. I feel like that's the biggest takeaway that you can get from this, is when you're doing music as adults at a professional level, it requires like so much maturity, because you're going to deal with so many immature people. So if everybody isn't at a certain level of maturity outside your group, you're going to deal with hella immature people outside of your group. So you want everybody in your group to have a certain level of maturity and willingness to work together, and willingness to do things together, and willingness to see the bigger picture. That becomes difficult when not everybody's mature. Not everybody want to hear each other out, and everybody feel like, oh, I'm bigger than this person, or I'm better than this person, or this, that, the third. Like, that's when maturity be fucking up shit. So, you know, shout out to Cody for doing that. Great interview, great perspective and all that. So yeah, I mean, I appreciate that ways of doing things. So moving on. That's my music topics. If you want me to keep talking about music topics, let me know and I'll chat about it. You feel me? But outside of that, talking about motherfucking anime, because that's the other shit. I talk about anime more too on my podcast, you know, just show y'all my personality type more and what I'm listening to and what I'm watching. Okay, so this is the summer 2024. A lot of animes coming out, a lot of shit. So I'm gonna give my early reviews on things that I'm still watching this season, and then you let me know, like, what are you going to watch? You know what I'm saying? If you have things you want to watch with me, you want me to do a weekly, like, you know, update of what I'm reacting to, what I'm watching, then, you know, let me know. All right, so Oshinoko season 2. Been loving Oshinoko. Love season 2. Give it a recommend, give it a watch. Still watching it. Tower of God season 2. I'm watching it because I just love the webtoon of Tower of God. I love the manhwa of Tower of God. However, season 2 is a noticeable drop in quality from season 1. So if you not fucking with that, if that shit gonna piss you off, and I understand you not watching Tower of God season 2. I understand. I'm not even mad at you for not, but I love Tower of God. I love the I love the character. I love the story. I love the shit. So I'm watching the shit. You feel me? Let me know if you watching the shit. I'd appreciate it if you watch the shit. It's good. And if not, read the shit. It's good. All right. So A lot of people have been talking about the Wisteria Wand and Sword. I'm not watching it, but you know, other people are watching it. I've been getting recommends to watch, so I might watch. But as of right now, I'm not. If I do, I'll let you know. But right now, All right, so Suicide Squad Isekai. It's a great. I love it. They gave the Marvel people or the DC people gave the license to the anime people to do what they want, and they've been going crazy. It's been very enjoyable watch for me. I've been enjoying this watch, been enjoying the series. I highly recommend. So that's that on that. Fairy Tail, I'm not watching. Not watching Fairy Tail. I'm sorry. I like Eden Zero. Not watching Fairy Tail. Okay, not doing it. Failure Frame, watching Failure Frame. This shit is funny as hell. As far as the animation style, like just watching how they switch from when they feel like doing CGI to not CGI is hilarious. The moveset is funny. This guy's got isekai, and his powers is status ailments. So like poison, paralyze, sleep. That's his powers. That's it. His only offensive power is poison. And that's the show. I recommend it. It's outside of that. I don't even want to tell you more just because, like, watch Failure Frame. Like, you know what I'm saying? All right, this next show, No Longer Allowed in Another World, is funny. It's about, like, the equivalent of, like, a Japanese Edgar Allan Poe of that era, like, late 1900s, early 1900s, late 1800s, getting isekai, and it's just, that's all he got. He don't even got powers. He's just reading people to death. He's just plotting people to death. And he got a lot of what's it called? Self-delete isms. So if you're sensitive to that, maybe don't watch it because I got a lot of self-delete jokes. But if that's your thing, watch it. You dig? All right. So those are the ones I'm currently watching. The ones, and then there's another one too. I'm trying to find it. Let me see. I read Our Last Crusade in a New World. So I read this. I plan on watching it though. I do plan on watching it. I've been recommended the Osa and Newbie Adventure because, you know, that's a recommendation I've been getting. If you are into like isekai genre, that's a genre I would recommend for you. So, you know, Nier Automata is a game. I watched season 1 of this show, so I'm gonna watch season 2. I recommend this. It's a real good action sci-fi take of things, you know, if you like that. I don't watch rom-coms. Never ask me to review a rom-com. I will never do it. I'm sorry. That's not my thing. All right, so this is Jerry to World while raising kids. This guy got isekai, but he's also raising kids. I don't know, make it make sense, but that's what he's doing. You feel me? He's isekai and raising children at the same damn time. But yeah, the kids are strong. That's what makes the show watchable, I guess. But if that's not watchable to you, then it's probably not gonna be a cup of tea. I ain't gonna lie to you. You know what I'm saying? All right, so let me see. Are there any others? Bye Bye Earth. I fuck with Bye Bye Earth. That's a sleeper. I recommend Bye Bye Earth. I'm not even gonna tell you nothing about it. It's about swords. That's it. Watch Bye Bye Earth. And I think it's a book. I'm gonna go back and read the book because I feel like I'm missing so much that's in this story that I'm very compelled to go back and figure out what they're doing. All right. So yeah, for the degenerates, that was the word I was looking for either. All my degens, plus-sized elf. Need I say more? You freaky niggas. I know y'all gonna watch it. I'm not watching it, but I know y'all freaky niggas. Listen, I know y'all weirdos. All right, so Quality Assurance in Another World. That's another good show. Feel like the rating is a little low for like the show I'm getting because I like the concept a lot. It's pretty much sort of online as to get stuck in a game, but they're not just regular people playing the game. They're like user testers working for the game company, testing a game with a whole bunch of bugs in it, and they're trying to figure it out. And there's some people who stop debugging and don't give a fuck because they've been stuck in the game for a year. Like, how many people doing their job, working their job for free for a year? Most people aren't. The main character is. It's a real interesting watch, real interesting take on the video game, anime, again, trapped in the game genre. So I really recommend that. You know, shout out to y'all. Sengoku Yoko has second season. I dug first season, so you know, a lot of second seasoners like Shy. I think My Hero still going. You watching My Hero? Keep up with that. Yeah. All right. I think that's most of what I am actually watching. Of course, if you're watching One Piece, you're gonna be watching One Piece. I'm watching Reincarnated Out of Slime season 3. I love it. I'm watching it. I'm all up in it. Can't get enough of it. finally getting that. They remade Spice and Wolf. Watch Spice and Wolf. They still doing My Hero. Watch My Hero or don't. I don't care what you do. I heard this song show Mission Yosuka Kura Family 30. I heard it's good. Heard The Fable's good. Haven't watched it. Heard it's good though. Gonna give it a recommendation. Oh, also, Yatagarasu. I was watching this. It's about bird people. They all crows. So if you get confused, pretty much everybody in that bitch is a crow. They're doing like feudalist Japan. It's like takes place in like a version of feudalist Japan, but they're all crows. They have their own caste system involving crow people, and it's very interesting watch. Has me on the edge of my seat. Gives me kind of Apothecary Diaries, but like less comedy, a lot more serious. But there's some levity. The characters are good. Good watch. Highly recommend. Y'all still watch Yu-Gi-Oh? God damn, they still making Yu-Gi-Oh. Yeah, so it's currently what I'm watching right now. Things I'm looking forward to coming out. Let me see. There's also the Monogatari series and Code Geass. These are spin-off series if you're into those. If you're into the Monogatari series, then recommend you watch a spin-off. The Code Geass Rose of Recapture is interesting. It's an interesting take on the world of ReZero of Code Geass.
Owning a small business means
I don't clicked off. See, it's a good take on the world. So, they're doing a lot with it. Dang, they're redoing King and Ashura. They're doing season 2 of that. That's crazy. I'm not watching that. That shit look crazy. So yeah, these are other shows. Let me know anime you watch. You got recommendations for me? You want me to review shows? Let me know. I'll do that. I'll review that. I'll watch all that in a bag of chips. So let me know. I also might end up doing some manga reviews too, some light novel reviews too, because that's been my space lately that I've been into. So yeah, let me know. Let me look at what's happening next season. What do I look forward to next season? What's happening in fall? Okay, Uzumaki is happening. We're finally getting ReZero. Thank God. We're finally getting ReZero season 3. Oh my God, I'm at the edge of my seat. Thank you, God. Finally. Jesus Christ. All right, so Blue Lock is getting season 2. Shout out to Blue Lock. We getting season 2 of Blue Lock. Let me see what else we getting. We're getting Our Fortune season 3. Okay, we lost the plot. We lost the plot. We getting a season 3. It is. I ain't gonna lie. And Dan, I think that's some cop stuff. It's highly recommended. People like that. Is it wrong to pick up Girls in the Dungeon? Is getting season 5. I'm so happy. Oh, and we get a Shangri-La Frontier season 2. Let's go. All right, so Shangri-La Frontier, I really like. Shout out to y'all. Shangri-La Frontier is a real good anime that I picked up a couple seasons ago. Sorry. It's real good. They're not trapped in the game. They're just playing the game, and it's real good. The animation style, crisp, action sequences, crisp. You feel me? Like, I love it. Love the characters too. Interesting characters. Keep me watching. I dig that. You feel me? So shout out. Getting to see it to you. Hear my excitement. I really love Shangri-La Frontier. Shit crispy. Bleach, 1,000-Year Blood War. They keep going with Bleach. The re-up of Bleach has been crazy. I ain't gonna cap with y'all. The re-up of Bleach has been crazy. So yeah, fall looking up crazy. They giving us more Blue Exorcist. I can't. Thank you. So yeah, they're giving us another Sword Art Online alternative. Okay, they're giving us Gun Gale Online. Y'all got that. If y'all want to watch that, cool. I ain't watching that. As an aristocrat is reincarnated. They're reincarnated as an aristocrat. I fuck with that a lot. I like the season 1 of that. Very interesting concept. The dude's only powers is he's able to he has a skill that lets him see other people's skills and powers. So that's interesting. Dragon Ball Daima, I think they're redoing Dragon Ball. They're redoing all of Dragon Ball, I think. And they showing either they're redoing Dragon Ball or they doing a spinoff. So RIP the GOAT, Akira Toriyama. RIP the nigga. They gonna keep him going. Hopefully it's not trash. Hopefully the people that are doing the shit is good. Natsumi Book of Friends. If y'all fuck with that, watch it. A lot of people like it. I'm not watching it, but the people that do like it, shout out to y'all. Keep watching it. So there's that. Some villainous stuff, some maid stuff. rom-coms that I'm not. Oh, they're redoing Rama 1/2. That's crazy. So I guess they're redoing all of this guy's work. He also did Urta Yatsuri. So they've been remaking that. They're redoing Rama 1/2. I watched all of Rama 1/2 in middle school. That's crazy. They redoing Rama 1/2. So yeah, that's probably gonna be crazy. I don't know how they're gonna figure that out. Loner Life in Another World. Interesting. I'm gonna watch that. I will watch any isekai. I'm not gonna lie. They're doing more Seven Deadly Sins spinoff. Seven Deadly Sins fell off. I have no Rurouni Kenshin, the re-up of season 2. That's good. If you like Rurouni Kenshin, feel me? Watch it. Feel me? All right. So the guy Yakuza Fiance. That's an interesting. It might be a rom-com, but they said the theme organized crime. I'm gonna watch this. This looks interesting. All right. So yeah. And MF Ghost. This is some racing stuff. If you like any racing shows, let me know. If you're into the racing genre, you know what I'm saying? It's not really for me, but if you like it, you feel me? I'm gonna get into it. You dig? All right. So a lot of things coming up for a new season re-up. Let me see. Some fantasy. Let me see. Yeah, so that top real heavy. The most notorious talker runs the world's greatest something. Okay, so that looks interesting. And yeah, I'll keep y'all posted on what I'm continuing to watch so that we can watch things together. And let me know. Let me know if I should do that Instagram channel. If y'all are interested for that, then I'll show y'all all my updates and everything I got going on. Journey to 27 albums and all that in a bag of chips. I have more to talk about, but I lost the plot. I ain't gonna lie. I got caught up in pushing narratives and I lost the plot. So we're gonna get back into that. I swear I saw Beastars. They're doing a Beastars season. They're doing a sequel to Beastars. Ooh, y'all watch Beastars season 1? I recommend y'all watch Beastars. It's great. That was a great take. That was an interesting take on the animal people stuff. Like that was real interesting and neat. I recommend you watch the new Beastar. The new Beastar probably gonna go crazy. They doing new Gundam, and that's in CGI. I'm not watching that. Hell nah. But hey, if they about to come out with a Beastar sequel, I'm here for it. Feel me? I'm here for it. So yeah, shout out to the next season of anime. That's finna have me on the edge of my seat. Blue Lock, ReZero. Yeah. And shout out to the summer season too. It's been a good watch. I've been, this year in anime has been I have not been disappointed. I'll say that. I have not been disappointed. If you need recommendations, I'm your guy. I'm Dr. Toon, Doctor of the Tunes. That means tunes like music and tunes like cartoons, which is animation. That's what I'm gonna talk about because I'm Dr. Toon. You dig? All right. So thank y'all for listening. I'm back. I will try to do my podcast the best of my ability on Tuesdays and Saturdays. This is the Saturday one, and then I'm gonna do a Tuesday one. And I'm open to taking guests. You want to get an interview? DM me if you want anything else of that nature. Putting out more music that's coming and all that. You know what I'm saying? If you want to be tapped into all my stuff, link in the bio for my email list. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, all that goofy shit. All right. I love you. I'm gonna see y'all later.